everyone, so we're on the train to London, so welcome to my London vlog. I am on the Grand Central Rail from Wakefield Kirkgate to King's Cross, and I love Grand Central trains. They're so nice even in standard class, although I do wish I'd paid a bit more for first class just because it's the weekend and I fancy it. Anyhow, I hope you have a great weekend. This weekend you've got to join us. Well, today we're off to a virtual reality experience, and then we're off to eat in the dark, or it's called Restaurant in the Dark. I don't know. I'll find out more later. So watch this Yorkshire girl go down south for a couple of nights. So we just arrived into London and the VR place is fully booked, so instead, and even better for me, we're going to YouTube Space. I signed up online yesterday and did the training today, so I don't know if I can get in, but we'll at least see it, so let's go. So there's St Pancras and we're just going up to YouTube Space. You can see the logo. YouTube Space, but it seems to be closed. I'm a bit confused. On Google it says it might be closed today, but on the site it says it's open Saturdays, but maybe you need to book in advance. But it looks super cool inside, so I'm definitely gonna have to come back. See, one day I'll be on the wall of YouTube. So we come in the London Underground and it's super busy. I hate trains and tube stations, but at least Chris is with me. Let's do this. So we're on the tube now. It's a shame YouTube Space didn't seem to be open today, but I'm really excited about using this space. They offer it free if you've got over 10,000 subscribers. And I think you can book about 2 days a month of filming, but it's great because they've also got a cafe there, so it'd be great if you do fancy collaborating and meeting at YouTube Space. Do comment below, especially if you're in the parenting, family, fitness or health industry. That would be fabulous. And I'm really looking forward to using some of the backdrops there because it looks really, really cool, and also meeting other people in the YouTube genre. But anywho, we're going to go and check in our hotel now at Farringdon and see what's around there. Farringdon. So Bryson Hotel, or the Central School of Ballet. So we've arrived at Bryson Hotel. Nice room, although it's like on his holidays where we stayed and at Sophie Luxury or something, and it's a wall for a view, but the bed's nice anyway. So we've just come out for a bite to eat. Unfortunately the Korean restaurant's closed, but we have found a little Vietnamese street food place, and then we're 3 minutes walk from the hotel to Dans Le Noir where we're going tonight, and it's with blind waiters. I think I'll be getting the goat salad.
So just wait for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
After it's finished filtering, just put everything on the plate and stir the condensed milk to sweeten the coffee.
Great, thank you. Yes, please, to share. Oh, lovely. This looks amazing. That's a proper platter.
Yep. So here's some plates for you.
Oh, lovely. You.
I'll take this one for you. So on this platter you got the tofu salad, the sauerkraut tofu and aubergine, tofu summer rolls, aubergine butter, and the vegetarian spring rolls.
Ooh.
For the summer roll, go for the brown picnic sauce, and for everything else you can go for either satay sauce or sweet chili or some soy sauce over there.
Fabulous, thank you. Thank you.
That's great, thank you. Yeah.
So we had an absolutely gorgeous Vietnamese meal for lunch. And then after a quick break, we're now off on a night out in London and going to Dans Le Noir, the restaurant in the dark, but that's not till 9, so first we're going to go on a posh bar crawl. The chef is choosing. So the Gibson first. So change of plan, you need to book for this bar. So we're on to our next one already. Oh, gutted, and the arancini ball place is closed too. And they make vegan arancini balls. The Vestry. Oh, sorry. What's this place called? House cocktail.
Zeta.
Zeta.
Thank you.
So we're in the coolest bar in London. Definitely recommend this place. The waiter just told us a story about the gunpowder cocktail, and then suddenly he blew up the cocktail. I wish I'd got it on video, but I wasn't filming because of the music and copyright. But I wish I'd got the explosion. And it's really chintzy, really nice. And then we're gonna go eat in the dark. Now, I did not know in London you have to book into bars, you have to reserve a table, so loads of places we couldn't get into. But it's definitely worth reserving here, and it looks like a really nice bar menu as well if you want to eat, and it's really cozy, customer services. Thank you.
Yes,
Also, this is put all our goodies in here. No phones. Oh, is this a bar?
So I can't hear a word you're saying.
That's if you
and
want
I
to
actually
do it.
can't hear my own voice either.
Let's try it. Silent bar.
What? Is it the boys one?
Oh, wow.
I know this.
So we're in the silent bar.
Vegetable tartar with the homemade beetroot, peanut and the pickles.
Oh, yes.
Alright?
Yeah.
Then number 2, we serve it for you asparagus with the egg and the peanuts.
Yeah.
Like the roasted asparagus. Then on the third course was the vegan main course, which was roasted stuffed baby aubergine. We removed the caramelized goat cheese.
Oh, yeah,
there wasn't any goat cheese.
Yeah.
And there was the tomato fawn and the capers.
Oh, caperberries.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
kind of confusing because actually they are quite huge as for the capers. So you think you're like, that's too big to be capers.
Yeah, I thought it was olive, and I was like, oh no, it's pickles.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but at the end was the capers. I don't know why, but they're kind of like bigger version. And then on the number 4, we serve it for you, kind of like a roasted mixed veg couscous inside of roasted pepper.
Oh, okay.
And the dessert was the vegetarian dessert, which was the
Chocolate fondant
and
and sorbet. So we've come out, it was amazing, very expensive, but not for what you get for the experience, and it's for a great cause too. There's the ethical side, and as you may know, I work with some adults with learning difficulties, and it really gave me a greater understanding. I loved the fact that when we went into that pitch black darkness, and it was proper dark, like you literally could not see anything, that the blind waiter was leading us. So we're back in the hotel after a really fun experience at Dans Le Noir. I definitely recommend it for a one-off experience. It was really, really interesting, and you really lost your bearings because you could not see anything at all. The food wasn't the best, but that didn't ruin the experience. Yeah, it was really, really interesting, so definitely go. Anyway, peace, love, shimmies, good night. Good morning, everyone. Had a good sleep. I've been sleeping, apparently you're supposed to sleep in 90-minute cycles, so I only had 6 hours sleep last night. But I feel alright this morning. So I'm off for a hotel breakfast. Chris has gone to meet his friends. And then I'm going to join him, but I'm going to walk back through London so you can come follow me. Because I haven't done a lot of sightseeing, but I did want to chill out a lot. So I do feel guilty for not sightseeing in London. But it's getting that balance when you've not got kids. Anyhow, my boobs are really swollen because I really need to breastfeed. But anyhow, let's go. Happy Sunday. So I've even got a newspaper to have with my breakfast, as I've got no kids. So Chris chose the wise option and go out for breakfast, as I had muesli with water, as there was no soy milk, and that was about it. But I'm going to meet him at the gymnasium. Well, not the actual gymnasium, it's called German Gymnasium. So I'm meeting him and his friends now, but I'm going to have a little explore through London on my way. So let's go. So, sorry. Whilst there's not much around the hotel, we are very close to King's Cross and the sights and stuff. But as we've got an early train, as we want to get back for the girls, I am just walking back to the station, hopefully having a little shop before I meet Chris at German Gymnasium, as I did promise the girls some guilt toys. But I'm just walking down Gray's Inn Road, so hopefully even my dyslexic and dyspraxic brain can walk straight down the road to reach King's Cross. Feels a bit funny to be on this road because this is where, when I do my journalism work at Channel 4 News and stuff, it's where I come. But I have a real anxiety about coming to London, and I've been feeling alright because I've been with Chris, but now I'm on my own. I don't know, it feels really, really weird. But hey ho, head down, look for the shops. Seen it says Charles Dickens Museum that way, and Children's, what is it? Oh no, Charles Dickens Museum. So as there's not a lot to see on this walk, I thought I'd tell you a bit more about Restaurant in the Dark, aka Dans Le Noir. When we got there, you got in and it's not dark straight away, but it was funny because at first we thought it was closed because it was all pitch black and it looked shut up. So we had the sitting at 9 PM. So you get into a bar, it's a bit rough around the edges of the bar, and you get these weird plastic menus, so it doesn't feel like a fine dining experience or anything like that. But then it is, these menus are in Braille, which was good. I thought, well, not Braille per se, but the words are raised, sorry. So we decided to go for the biggest option, which was the chef's menu. So it was a 5-course taster menu. So normally when we go for taster menus, it's lots of small dishes, and you also got wine pairing. But I went for the green option, which is veggie and vegan, veggie or vegan, and then I opted not to have a wine flight alcohol with it, as I can't take my alcohol, I don't really drink. So the idea of being pitch black and not drinking, and drinking, I mean, I think I'd been falling on the floor. But anyhow, so the portions were really big, so it wasn't like a tasting menu, and they were nice, like the dessert was nice, and they were all nice and pleasant, but they weren't like wow dishes, and they were kind of like, I guess, pub restaurant dishes maybe. Not very high end, but to be honest, you're paying for the experience, and the experience was amazing, because when you're led from the bar, so you have to put all your stuff in lockers, like anything that lights up, your phone, different things, and then you have to, you're then led into the dark room, so you put your hand on the waiter's right shoulder and you go in a line together, and he leads you into the dark room, and then he sits you, and he was very attentive, our waiter Michael, and helped us through, helped us find our cutlery and napkin, and he advised that you put your napkin, you tuck it in to your neck or on your lap, because you will be spilling food. But what we all thought you'd be able to see some bits, but you couldn't see anything. It was literally pitch black. I don't know how they got it that dark. And then I remember when we got in, I felt a bit scared, and I was thinking, because we were a group of 4, and I think there were tables of 10, so we were sat next to like a group of 6, and your senses, because you've lost one of your senses, your sight, everything else is such, like, so heightened. So I was wondering why the women next to me were having a normal conversation, because I was thinking, I won't get to a point this evening where I want a normal conversation, it'll be just about the experience. But then after a couple of courses, you do adjust, your eyes don't adjust, it's like your eyes are constantly searching to get focus or to find something that you can see, and you just can't. But you do get less scared, and there are some funny moments when you're first trying to use a knife and fork and reach your mouth, or you're trying to serve yourself some water. There was a really funny moment where I tried to get Chris to taste my sorbet, and I just put it in his face. I was like, oh, try this. Didn't tell him that I was moving my hand towards his beard, and he got sorbet all over him then. So yeah, the food not great, but well, I'm not a foodie, and I liked my chocolate souffle at the end. But there was a stuffed vegetable, and as a veggie vegan, I do not like stuffed vegetables, because that's all you get given. But for the experience, it was well worth it. And then when you're done, they lead you back out of the room. You can go to the toilet, but you have to call for your waiter for him to lead you to the toilet. But you do wee in the light, not in the dark. And then, yeah, so then we are led out at the end, and then they take you up to the upstairs bar, which is also a silent bar, so you can put on headphones, and they have pictures of British Sign Language that you can try and use. You don't have to be silent, but you can be with these headphones. And then you can order drinks at an extra cost. It's a great way for them to upsell, because you do order a drink whilst they go through the menu that you've been served. And then once you've gone through the menu, because you can find out, so you don't know what you've been eating other than what you guess, and then you see pictures of the menu. So yeah, it was a really, really worthwhile experience. I don't feel the need to go back. Apparently they do change the menu, and they do have regulars, but for me it was more about the experience than the food. But yeah, definitely worth going to. And I really liked the role change, because I work with some blind adults or partially sighted people, and obviously I'm often guiding them, but these waiters were guiding us and showing us, and I thought that was the really powerful part of the night. Anywho, let me know who you've been and what you thought, or if you'd like to go, do comment below. But I'm now reaching King's Cross, so I'm going to try and find a toy to buy for the girls before I meet Chris, because he's a lot more sensible and doesn't like shopping. St Pancras and King's Cross. It's not as busy as it normally is, so it doesn't feel quite so bad, but still anxiety provoking. Right, let's cut through here, hopefully buy a toy and then get to German gymnasium. Oh. Ooh, Oliver Burnats, I love that shop. Sale. Ah, German gymnasium. There it is, German gymnasium right outside. That's handy. And a swing. So that was German gymnasium. Now we're on the train on the Grand Central line back to Wakefield Kirkgate, and I'm looking forward to seeing the girls. So we're back home after a lovely weekend away, and we're off to the Hepworth Cafe for some Sunday lunch and to meet up with our lovely girls, who I bet will be wanting lots of man milk, lots of sympathy, as they've been spoilt rotten all weekend. But yeah, well, let's go.
Just on your video you said that the locals said to go to another.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, it could have been worse. I've never been to a worse pizza.
So an end to a lovely weekend, and it's a full moon. Not sure if you can see that in the distance. Ah, family Sunday, that's nice. Anyway, as I said, peace, love, shimmies. See you soon, and do watch my next video.